So I originally got into chocolate more as like a health thing. It was never really a thing of my childhood. It was really a thing that I got into when I was in college and exploring food. My name is Annie Rupani and I'm the owner and chocolatier at Cacoa Cardamom. I had started an internship at the Houston Racquet Club, just making chocolates for them, just as an internship. And I got an opportunity to sort of showcase my chocolates at an event. I just had a table and I put a couple hundred chocolates on it. I made overnight business cards and an overnight banner because they actually didn't want me to be a part of the event. I had asked and they were like, well, who are you? And everyone reacted to the dot chocolates. They were really fascinated by them. The flavors were really intriguing. The colors were aesthetically drawing people in, and a couple of days later, these articles were coming out about Cacoa and Cardamom being part of this event. And Cacoa and Cardamom was kind of just something I had come up with on the spur. And I wasn't thinking entrepreneurship at the time, but my dad had kind of nudged it. And so I was like, well, if people are interested, maybe I should start a website. So I started the website and trying to find kitchens in Houston to work through. So cacao is the fruit that chocolate comes from. So the origin of chocolate is from Theobroma cacao, which means food of the gods. And cacao is the word that we should be calling cocoa, but it kind of transliterated into cocoa over the years. And then cardamom is a reference to all the different spices and fruits that we use. So cardamom is a spice that I grew up with that goes really well with sweet things. And I tried it in the cardamom rose chocolate. So that was one of the first chocolates that I tried that was a little different than the norm. And my mom tasted it and she's like, it tastes like mithai. And mithai is a traditional Indian sweet. And so I was like, well, if that works, then why can't I try guava tamarind or Szechuan peppercorn or Chinese spice praline? And so all these spices and fruits and elements of food that had never been used in chocolate were just popping up in my mind. And I just thought chocolate was such a great medium for all of these different flavors. The chocolates go through about a 5-step process. So the first thing that we actually do is color the molds. A lot of people think we color at the end. We actually color right at the beginning. So we take colored cocoa butter and we paint the molds, whether it's by hand, whether it's with a paintbrush, whether it's with like a toothbrush for a splatter or an airbrush.
If I just took the red and shelled it in dark chocolate, then you wouldn't see the red very much because the dark chocolate will like overpower the color. So because I want the color to show, I'm putting a little bit of white cocoa butter behind it.
And then we create a shell of chocolate inside of the mold. So we are going to put chocolate in the mold and then we tap it right back out. And so there's a thin layer of chocolate inside.
So we're like removing the air bubbles.
And then it comes to the ganache. So this is the fun part where we get to play with a lot of different flavors. After we make the ganaches, we'll pipe those and then we'll add another layer of chocolate to the end of the mold to cap it off. Then we stick it in the freezer for about 15 minutes and then we tap it out and you have your finished chocolates. So Houston has been my base for so long, but on top of that, it's just been given Cacoa and Cardamom the opportunity to grow. The diversity that exists in this city is evident in every way. It's evident in our customers, it's evident in their appreciation for our chocolates, and it really helps us embrace different cultures as well. So it's so fun getting people from Venezuela or Colombia, even like Pakistan or India, to have them experience the spices in a way that they haven't before. And it gives us a chance to really create something different because we have such an incredible audience. I would like for people to open their eyes to chocolate, not in the way of Hershey's, not in the way of Godiva, not in the way of like raspberry and chocolate or hazelnut and chocolate, but be open to chocolate being a medium for something greater. Chocolate is such a cool product and such a cool food that has a lot of health properties, that's able to be transformed in so many different ways. And we really do try to push the bounds of chocolate. But it's also just learning about different cultures throughout the experience of experiencing our chocolates. And we want to be known for not just aesthetically pleasing chocolate, but chocolate that tastes really great too. We go through a lot of pain to make sure that we're producing the best chocolate we possibly can. We grind our own nuts in-house, we roast them ourselves, we roast our own spices and grind them. We try to use the best organic cream and the best butter and the best fruit purees. And so we really want to elevate chocolate to being an experience and not just tossing a piece in your mouth, but really savoring that piece and thinking about what you're eating. My name is Annie Rapani, and I am Houston.